Hello, peoples. It's another time, it's another day. We are going to discuss our topic, and our subject is social studies as usual, and it is standard 4, and this is episode 2. My name is Teacher Machibia. I'm going to present to you this subtopic. The last subtopic we discussed about, first we discussed about the definition of environment. We saw the definition of environment. Then we saw environmental conservation. We discussed the ways used to conserve the environment. We discussed a lot of ways that can be used to conserve our environment. And remember, our topic is concerned about the environment. So today we are going to discuss another part, which is the environmental destruction. As you remember, the last session or the last period we discussed about environmental conservation. So today it is environmental destruction. So let us start now the definition. What is environmental destruction? Environmental destruction is the process of destroying the environment. Environmental destruction is the process of destroying the environment. As we remember, we said environment is anything that's surrounding us. So once you destroy that thing which is surrounding you, it means what you are doing there, it is environmental destruction. We remember we are surrounded with trees. Example, trees. We are surrounded with trees. So once you cut down trees with no reason, it means you are destroying that environment. So that is environmental destruction. So environmental destruction is the process of destroying the environment. Or another definition, you can say it is the loss of quality of the environment. It is the loss of the quality of the environment. It means once before the environment had its quality, so you are destroying that quality. So that is environmental destruction, to destroy the quality of the environment. To destroy something which is surrounding you, it means you are destroying that environment. So environmental destruction is mainly caused by human being through his or her day-to-day activities. As we know, the environment is destroyed by the human being. So once human being is doing his or her activities, at the same time you can find through those activities the environment is destroyed. So we shall see here the human activities that destroy environment. So human being is the one whom destroying the environment. These activities cause environmental destruction in different ways, which include the following. So there are some human activities which they destroy environment in different ways, as we are going to discuss them now. The first human activity is overgrazing. Say overgrazing. This is the act of keeping many animals such as cows, goats, sheep, and camels in a small area for grazing. Over, the meaning of the word over, something exceed the normal. So overgrazing is the keeping of many animals in a small areas. You can find the areas has not that ability to handle the number of animals that you are keeping there. So what you are doing there, it is overgrazing, because the number of animals and the size of that area, they are not the same. You can find this area is small, but number of animals that you are trying to keep there are many compared to that area. So that is called overgrazing. So that overgrazing now, it will cause the land to be destroyed. So if once the land is destroyed, it can cause now soil erosion, because those animals, they will stepping on the land will lose and the soil will lose, and you can find once the agent of soil erosion pass there, like water, you can find it cause soil erosion. So it destroy now that environment. Overgrazing destroy the environment, and especially which environment? The land. They will eat, those animals, they will eat all grass and leave the ground bare. This causes soil erosion by wind or water, hence leading to destruction of the natural beauty of the land. As you can see in the picture there, a lot of cows are there. Once they live there for a long time, they will eat all grasses which are there. The land which is there, it will lose. The soil will be a loosened soil. Then, once the water pass there, it can take the soil away. It can wash away the soil, and that is what we call soil erosion. So once soil erosion occurs there, now it is what we call it. It is destruction of the land. Another human activity is burning of forests and bushes. Burning of forests and bushes. You know what are the forests, and you know the bushes. So human beings burn forests and the bushes for different purposes, like establishing agricultural activities, building industries, and settlements. This situation destroys totally the environment by causing death of animals and the disappearance of plants. Because once you burn those forests, there are some trees, species that they will disappear. Once you burn the forest and bushes for different reasons, there are some animals which are living there in the forest or in the bushes. So they will die, those animals, due to the fire that you are burning. So burning forests and bushes, it is done by human being. And once it's done by human being, due to different purposes, like maybe human being want to establish their agricultural activities, or he or she want to build industry or settlement, you can find another site, it destroy the environment, that activity. As you can see in your picture there, fire is burning, trees are burning. So this, it will destroy this environment. There are some tree species, they will disappear. There are some animals which are there, are dying. This is what we call the burning of bushes and the forest as a human activity that destroys the environment. Another human activity is deforestation. Is the cutting down of trees without replanting. Is the cutting down trees without replanting. People cut down trees for different purposes, like agricultural activities and getting area for settlement. This activity destroys the environment. The meaning of deforestation is the cutting down of trees without replanting. So you're cutting tree without planting another. That is the deforestation, and it is done by human activities. And people, they used to cut down trees for different purposes. Maybe they are cutting down trees, they are removing the trees so that they can get an area for agricultural activity, or getting area for settlement. Maybe they want to build their houses there. So that is the deforestation, the cutting down trees. So to cut down trees, you are destroying that environment. We know the importance of trees. They support rain formation. They give us shade. And so many importances. As you can see in your picture, trees are cut down. The land now is destroyed. The area is destroyed. And this is what we call deforestation. They've cut down trees, but they didn't replace another tree. Another human activity that destroys environment is mining. Mining, this is the process of extracting minerals from the ground. Mining, this is the process of extracting minerals from the ground. Or, this is the digging of minerals from the ground. This is the digging of minerals from the ground. Or, this is the process of obtaining minerals from the ground. This is the process of obtaining minerals from the ground. That is the meaning of the word mining. So mining, people are the one, human being is the one who is doing this mining. And the aim of doing mining is to get minerals from the ground. Example of minerals: gold, diamond, tanzanite, silver, a lot of minerals that are used to be mined by human beings. So the same time human being is doing the mining, you can find the environment is destroyed. How now is destroyed? Due to mining. In order to reach the minerals, vegetation has to be cleared. First, hence destroying plant cover and leaving the ground bare. You can find they've discovered in a certain place there are minerals, and you can find that area has got a lot of trees or forests. So before start digging the minerals, they have to cut those trees, or they have to remove the vegetation cover which are found in that area. So that is environmental, because they will leave the ground bare, the ground with no any vegetation, so that they can get the minerals which are there in the ground. Also, after mining, sometimes the land remained with deep pits that destroy the natural beauty of the area. After mining, you can find some people, they leave deep pits, deep holes. They didn't cover the pits. They are not covering those pits after mining. So that act of leaving the deep pits without covering them is what we call is how now the environment is destroyed, because you destroy the natural beauty of that environment. Because before there were no those deep pits, but after the mining activities, the deep pits are left there. That is environmental destruction through mining activity. Another human activity is poor fishing method. Poor fishing method. Fishing is the act of catching of fish from water bodies. Fishing is the catching of fish from water bodies. So how now fishing destroy the environment? And which environment is destroyed there? Water environment, or water bodies is the environment which is destroyed due to poor fishing method. What are those poor fishing method now? Using poor fishing method cause danger to water bodies and the environment in general. Using poor fishing method causes danger to water bodies and the environment in general. For example, examples of poor method of fishing include using dynamite. The use of dynamite is the same as you can say the use of bombs. So it kills, the use of bombs or dynamite, it kills all the aquatic organisms which are found near that area. So it includes the matured fish, even immature fish. They will die all. So you will destroy the environment. You are killing aquatic organisms which they are innocent, other they are not matured. Another way, it is poison. The use of poison in fishing. Pouring poison in water bodies so that they can kill the fishes which are around there, so that you can take them easily. So poison, that is a poor method of fishing, and it destroys that environment. Another, using nets with small mesh. Using the nets with small mesh, like the nets, that mosquito nets. There are some people that are using mosquito net in fishing. That is poor method of fishing. We are supposed to use nets with big mesh so that the remaining fish are the one which are mature. The big fishes are the one which they will remain inside the net. But the immature, the small fishes, they will go outside. This cause death of aquatic organisms and destroy breeding ground of fish and other creatures in water. So the use of poison, the use of bombs, it destroy the aquatic organism. It cause the death of aquatic because not only fish they will die, but also even other aquatic organisms which are living there in the water, and it destroyed the breeding ground of fish and other creatures in water. Another human activity that destroys the environment is poor disposal of waste. Poor disposal of waste. The last time we discussed about proper waste disposal as the way of conserving the environment, but the vice versa for proper waste disposal, it is the poor waste disposal or poor disposal of waste. Waste materials, once are not properly disposed in an area, they will pollute the environment, and it can cause the eruption of diseases because the wastes are not properly disposed. As you can see in your picture there, those wastes are not properly disposed. So there, you can find that some people, they are living around that area. So due to the presence of those waste material which are not properly disposed, it can cause the eruption of diseases like cholera and other diseases. Another human activity that destroys the environment is industrial activities. Industrial activities. Okay, an industry is the place where raw materials are turned or changed into finished products or goods. An industry is a place where raw materials are turned or are changed into finished products or goods. When operating industry produce smokes, as we know, industry they used to produce smokes and chemicals and noises that pollute the environment. As we know, we have, due to the smokes which are produced in the industry, they destroy our air, so it causes air pollution. The smokes cause air pollution, but also chemicals which are produced in the industry, they destroy the land. You can find they cause land pollution. But also, we know the industry, once they are operating, they produce noises. So the noises, they cause now noise pollution. We have noise pollution. So they destroy noise by causing noise pollution. So they pollute the environment, or they destroy the environment. As you can see in our picture there, the environment, you can see the environment is destroyed due to the smokes which are emitted by the industry. You can see that some smokes there are emitted up, they are going in the atmosphere. So that is one of the effects of industrial activities. And the industrial activities, they are done by human being. They are done by human being. Land clearing. For settlement and areas for growing crops due to overpopulation, this can be done by cutting down trees, clearing bushes, and burning grasses. Land clearing. Human beings used to clear the land in order to get area for growing crops or to start the agricultural activities. And you can find due to overpopulation, people, they are finding another new land or new area to establish an area for settlement. So they should clear the land to get area so that they can start settlements. So this can be done by cutting down trees, clearing bushes, burning grasses. So all these activities is what we call land clearing. So clearing of bushes, burning of grasses, cutting down trees, that is the land clearing. As you can see there, they are clearing the land by using those machines. You can see those machines are cleared. That is land clearing. So you can find after clearing that land, they will build a house, they will start agricultural activity or other activities, and these are done by human being. And because they are done by human being, also they destroy the environment. As we learned, cutting down trees is what we can destroy the environment. Another human activity is polluting water. Polluting water caused by industrial activity. As you know, industry also, they produce some dirty water, waste in liquid material. Those waste in liquid material, they are transported in other areas. So, in industrial activities, mining, farms, home allow water into water sources. This causes poison chemicals in fishing. You can find even those water from the industry maybe or from mines, they are directed into other water bodies. So in those water bodies you can find, as we said, there are some other aquatic organisms that they can die due to the chemicals which they are found in a liquid form, which they are coming from the industries. So the use of poisonous chemicals in fishing, they can cause the death of fishes in water bodies after being directed into water bodies. Those water material, waste material in a liquid form from the industry or from mine or from farm, you can find they are directed into water bodies and they cause the death of other aquatic organisms. As you can see, those water bodies, very dirty water. Maybe they are coming from the industries and they are going there in the water body like ocean, like lake. But then the ocean or lake, there are some aquatic organisms, they can die. You can find these, maybe they are chemicals. There are some chemicals there are some poison there from the industry, are directed into water bodies. So the aquatic organism, they will die. So this water, they will cause this environment to be destroyed. Another human activity, it is polluting air. Polluting air. Air can be polluted through different actions. For example, driving cars, which produce heavy smoke. Driving cars, which produce heavy smokes. Smoke from the burning forest. Smoke from burning forest. And industries and the dust from mining areas. As you know, air pollution, it can be caused by heavy smoke which are produced from the industries, or smokes from burning forests, or dust from mining areas. They can cause air pollution, or they can pollute air, so that they will destroy that environment. They will destroy our air by causing air pollution. So air pollution is done by these people. As you can see, the industry is there. We saw it the last part. Now, there's some effect of environmental destruction. So once we destroy the environment, what will happen, or what can happen after destroying the environment? What can happen? Number one, after destroying the environment, it can cause air pollution. The effect of environmental destruction is air pollution. So air can be polluted through different actions. For example, driving cars which are producing heavy smokes, as we saw there, smoke from burning forests, and industries and dust from mining areas. It can cause air pollution. That's the first effect of environmental destruction, air pollution. Number two, we have drought. Number two is drought. So what is drought? This is the absence of rain in an area for a long time. If there is no rain for a long time in an area, it can cause drought, and that is what we call drought. The absence of rain in an area for a long time, the absence of rain for a long time is what we call drought. This is meant due to clearance of forests, due to man's activities. So you can find the human activities are the one which cause the drought. Because example of cutting deforestation, we discussed about deforestation, cutting down of trees without replanting. It can cause the drought, because after cutting down those trees without replanting another, after many years you can find that areas facing the problem of drought because there is no trees. Another problem is famine. This is the lack and shortage of food in an area. Famine is the lack and shortage of food in an area. It is mainly as a result of prolonged drought, which causes crops to dry up and animals to fail to get water and pastures. If in an area, if there is no trees due to the deforestation, you can find no trees, no grasses, you can find how now can you cultivate there. You can find the area is drought, no even rain. So even your crops, they won't grow, they will dry up. Even the animals, they won't get the pastures and the water. So you can find no food, even our animals, they are dying. So the problem is famine. That will be a result now of that process. Famine, the lack of and the shortage of food in an area due to the destruction of the environment. Another is soil erosion. This is the wearing away of topsoil. Erosion is the wearing away of the topsoil. So the soil which is found at the top of the ground, once that soil is taken away, maybe by water or wind, that is what we call soil erosion. So the soil is taken away from its position, is taken away to another, and is going to be deposited in another area. So that is soil erosion. The wearing away, we use wearing away or washing away of the soil. So the soil is taken away from one place to another place by an agent, maybe water or wind. That is soil erosion. So when land is left bare, it means it bare uncovered with grasses, with no grasses, due to man's activities such as overgrazing, maybe overstaking or overgrazing and bush burning. It becomes easy for running water to wash away the soil. Also, it allows wind to sweep away the topsoil. As you can see, wind also can cause soil erosion, can sweep away the topsoil. Another, it is death of fish and animals. Death of fish and animals. Contamination of water causes death of fish and other creatures that live in water. Contamination of water causes death of fish and other creatures that live in water. Also, bush and forest burning kill wild animals. So, contamination of water, maybe poisons, maybe from the industry or from where the poisons or chemicals, it can cause the death of fish and other animals which they are living in water. But also, bush and forest burning kill wild animals, as we saw there. Bush and forest burning, it can cause it can kill the animals and other creatures which are living in the forest. From there, I have an exercise for you, as you're supposed to choose the correct answer and write its letter. Question number 1, the environment comprises of dash dash. A, living and non-living organism. B, human being and plants. C, plants and animals. D, living things and plants. Number 2, environment refers to dash dash. Environment refers to dash dash. A, all living things. B, anything that surrounds us. C, non-living things. D, all the things that surrounding our environment or our school. Number 3, which of the following things is not found in school environment? Which of the following things is not found in school environment? We have classrooms, police station, national flag, playground. Which one is not found in the school environment? Number 4, the living components of the environment consist of the following. The living components of the environment consist of the following except A, water, B, animals, C. plants, D. microorganisms. Number 5. One of the effects of destroying our environment is. One of the effects of destroying our environment is A. overgrazing, B. outbreak of diseases, C. availability of food, D. growth of plants. Number 6. We can keep our school environment clean by dash dash. We can keep our school environment clean by dash dash. A. throwing papers everywhere, poor disposing of waste, planting trees around our school, cutting down trees. Number 7. The following are the ways of environmental destruction except. The following are the ways of environmental destruction except A. overgrazing, B. afforestation, C. mining, D. deforestation. Number 8. Trees are protected in order to dash dash. Trees are protected in order to dash dash. Make timber, get firewood, encourage soil erosion, preserve water sources. Thank you for listening me, and that is the end of our subtopic or our part for today. Let us meet in another part, and I hope you will finish these questions, and I hope you have enjoyed the lesson, and I hope that you have understand the lesson. Thank you, and bye-bye.